We're just going to begin.
Start.
Hello and welcome to our Around the Planet newsletter. I'm Michael and I'm here with Cam. Meservey or Meservey?
Meservey.
Meservey. Cam, like Missouri.
Yes.
Cameron Meservey. No, this is Cam. Cam is one of our someone in the finance office now. You guys call it like just business manager?
Yeah, business manager.
Business manager in the finance office. And he agreed to sit down with us for one of these newsletters. We have not talked to anyone from finance yet, so this is exciting. I am partially excited because I know Cam, but I don't really know about Cam. So Cam, what we're going to do is the goal with this is that we, Planet, can get a glimpse of who you are and get a glimpse of Honda Finance.
Sure.
And that's really it. So tell us your story. Where are you from? How'd you end up here?
Yeah. So I'm from New Hampshire, a small town called Bedford. It's right outside a little city called Manchester. Grew up there my whole life. It's a good life. Have a brother and sister. They're twins. They're just finishing up
You
college
have twins?
now. My brother and sister are twins.
Are you a twin?
I'm not a twin.
Does that make you feel left out?
A little bit.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, no, brother and sister are twins. They're fraternal twins, obviously, since one's a boy, one's a girl. But super happy with how they've grown up and come about themselves, come into adulthood. My sister goes to Brown. She's studying to be a doctor of some sort in the engineering fields, and my brother is working on getting into med school. So they're both the brainiacs of the bunch. As you can tell, I'm the talker. But yeah, so they've come a long way from being kids.
How much older are you? I don't even know how old you are.
3.5, 4 years. I'm 26. They're turning 23 next month. So yeah, 3.5 years older than them. It was good, had fun growing up with them. My brother's a lot like me. He likes to play sports, likes to play basketball. Started beating him up a little bit when he got a little bit older, and now he's bigger and stronger than me, so that's just how that goes sometimes, unfortunately. My sister always liked to get in the mix. She played sports all her life too, so we had a lot of fun as kids. Grew up, my parents got divorced when I was in 3rd grade, I think, so I've had split family home a lot of my life.
Sure.
I've had a stepdad for a long time, and my mom been together for as long as I can remember, so he's been a big part of my family, and same with my my dad's fiance. They never technically got married, but I consider her my stepmom as well, and I've got a couple stepbrothers and sisters at this point. On my dad's side, they're a little bit older than me, and on my mom's side, one's younger, one's older.
This is a decent-sized family.
Yeah, we got a,
cool.
If you consider everybody, it's got a decent-sized family, but super happy with how my parents, moved on from each other, and they're happy with their new significant others, and that's all I can ask for, and, both sides have given me a great life, and I'm very happy, and I'm very blessed and lucky that I grew up the way I did.
Cool. And then New Hampshire, how long ago did you move out to Colorado?
Yeah, so moved out to Colorado 2019, I believe it was April, so I've been out here almost 3 years now. My girlfriend, Kylie, got a job out here working for Lee and Olga's daughter, so we moved out here for that. I was super excited, and her grandparents have a place in Snowmass, so they had a little...
Perfect, so you kind of had some family.
Yeah, a little perk there. We get to spend time in the mountains, which is nice. Yeah, she just was really wanted to move out here and try something new, and
And you were just willing to take a risk.
Yeah, I had nothing holding me back. Obviously miss my friends and family, but at the end of the day, super happy and very lucky with all that Colorado's given us. So awesome. I can't complain.
So I want to talk about, what was I doing? I was doing the math. So you've been working here for 2.5 years.
Yep.
How long ago was it? You said it was like 6 months ago you kind of started the finance role?
Yeah, May of 2021.
So you sold cars for about 2 years and then moved over?
Yeah, but that's a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty rapid ascension.
Yeah, it was quick.
I haven't seen people and done this for a few years. So talk to me about, first of all, compliments to you.
Thank you.
Just in general,
Appreciate that.
This doesn't happen.
Yes.
Somebody doesn't just become a finance manager out of random chance. Talk to me now, and talk to all of us. What are the pressures and the pleasures of the finance role? Because here's why I asked this. And one of the big goals of these videos is that we can understand each other's departments. Mm-hmm. Because like we were talking earlier, everybody has a bubble and a silo, and you have a literal glass room. People can see in there and be like, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
So do me a favor, do us a favor, shed a little light on that position, on kind of what we know, okay, they sell warranties. That's it. That's all we know.
Yeah.
So maybe just talk a little bit, educate us, salespeople, anybody about that role, and maybe so that we can understand it a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. I can tell you it was very stressful when I first started, just because, all new systems, with dealer builds being a system that I wasn't using in sales,
Sure.
And just a whole different role, right? So a lot of the stuff that I knew a little bit about finance when I was in sales,
Sure.
and obviously I knew about the products because I endorsed those. So that part, wasn't too difficult, but learning, all the rest of the stuff that goes on there, and as far as compliance, doing the right thing, making sure that I'm not putting myself in a position where I can get in trouble, and taking care of the customers, once again, is a trend that you're going to see here. It's about the customers at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, finance, there's a whole lot that goes into it that people don't see, as far as getting the loan set up, making sure that we get funded, making sure that we get paid, our salespeople get paid, the money's coming into house, we're not sending out deals that are missing, stipulations as far as proof of address, income, whatever it may be. So just making sure that I have all my paperwork set up correctly. We're getting stuff to the state in time. We're getting the correct information to the state so people can register the cars, because that all starts with us. Obviously, we have a great back office who takes care of a lot of that stuff as well, but it all comes from the finance office first.
Sure, you're kind of like the last touch with the customer.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like when you leave this building, it's up to us making sure that this gets to the insurance, gets to the state, gets to the lender.
And a lot of times, a lot of people think of, the finance department as the greedy people who are just there to take your money and do all that stuff. And I find that that's, not what we do at all. Our job is to educate the customers on what we have to offer as far as our finance products. So our service contracts, our Lux Care, our maintenance, our tire wheel protection, our gap coverage, whatever I'm missing. But all that stuff,
I think you got them all. I don't know if we count tint anymore.
Yeah, tint.
There you
tint.
go. We got it, John. We got tint.
We got tint in there. Yeah. So all that stuff, I consider myself a consultant on it. I'm not there to jam it down people's throats. I'm there to educate the customer on why it's important, why we sell it, why other customers get it, and what it can do for you. So it's not a sit there and sneak it by the customer or jam it down their throat. The goal is to educate the customer on why we have it and why it's so important, and why a lot of other customers take advantage of the programs. And I find that a lot easier than trying to jam it down people's throat, because not everything's going to make sense for every single person, and I understand that, and the customer understands that. My job is to just first of all, build good rapport, because I don't have 2 to 3 hours with the customer like I did in sales.
Right, that's the big difference.
I've got 30 minutes now, so hopefully the customer worked well with the salesperson. They've built some rapport there, and then I can just take over and continue the rapport. But a lot of it is just coming off correctly and not saying the right things.
Sure.
Because a lot of times, people can be hesitant, they can be scared, they've had bad experiences in the past. And my job is to alleviate the stress, and just, make sure that they're having the best experience that they can, in a timely fashion, making sure that they understand all the steps, understand the products that they decide to go with, understand what's going to happen from here as far as registration goes. So just making sure that the customer knows what's going on, and that they have a great experience at the end of the day. Car buying is supposed to be fun. It's expensive, it's one of the bigger purchases that you're going to make in life. We want you to not feel like you need a shower after coming out of the finance office. We try to make sure that everything is smooth, clean, and that most of all, we're always taking care of the customer, and that's my biggest goal at the end of the day. Awesome. Is to make sure that they have everything that they need to be happy with their new car, and to have a clean and stress-free ownership.
Cool. Now, off the wall kind of questions. Love to get to know you a little bit. We're almost done. What does Cam do for fun? Cam's got, I don't know, not a holiday or anything, but Cam's got some free time. What do you like to do?
I like to, try new restaurants. I'm a foodie, so I like to get out there and see what Colorado has to offer. I found some good spots. But yeah, I like to go out and eat. Like to try new breweries. I like beer.
In the right state.
Yep, exactly. I find a lot of good places. I have a dog, and now that we've moved back out to the suburbs, I try to take him out and let him get his energy out, run around. And he really enjoys it. So I'm happy that we have that space now. And just spend time with my girlfriend, get out. Try to go up and hike once in a while. I know it's a little bit harder with winter and getting up into the mountains. It can be kind of stressful to drive out there, and don't want to sit in traffic all day. But just try to get out, enjoy it, enjoy the beautiful weather that we have most of the time.
Sure.
Try to get out, play basketball.
Let me interrupt. Is that your sport? I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
In high school, you said you played sports.
Yep.
Okay.
Played in high school. Played a little bit in college, and then decided to focus on the grades after that.
What position were you?
Played at the point guard, shooting guard, small forward.
You're a good distributor.
I was more of a shooter, but I could pass.
More of a shooter. He's in finance, folks.
More of a shooter, yeah. I like to jack him up, but yeah, no, get the team involved, of course. But yeah, no, get out there, play sports, watch sports, big thing. I'm a New England fan. Sorry for anybody who's seeing this and hates New England sports, but I am a New England fan. But I've tended to grow on.
To his credit, he's sticking with it. You know.
I am.
We talked about the game. He offered grace. He's all right, folks.
It's okay. But no, I do enjoy. I lived right next to the Coors Field, so I went to a lot of Rockies games. Enjoyed, watching Major League Baseball. Whether the Rockies are good or not, that's a different story. But
I think it'll be a while.
It will be a while. But the Nuggets and Avs are good, and I enjoy watching them too. So yeah, I just like to watch sports and just try to get involved outside and try to live a healthier lifestyle is my goal for 2022 and
cool.
Save up for a house.
Last question I have for you. You are obviously setting up your year. You just mentioned a goal.
Yep.
What? This is for everyone to hear. What would you like the if you want to call it legacy? What's the fingerprint you want to leave on 2022? Cam's quality of work, Cam's vibe. What are you trying to do for this dealership? Who are you trying to be?
Yeah. At the end of the day, my goal is just to get better. Like I said, we've been in finance 6-7 months now. The goal is just to not regress. Mm-hmm. I've learned a lot. I know. A lot of the job and how to do it, and my goal is just to fine tune some things to just keep getting better. At the end of the day, I always want to be better at what I do, and just help the dealership make more money, sell more vehicles, and at the end of the day, just make sure that the customer satisfaction is through the roof. I think if we can do that, then make your job a little bit easier as far as marketing out.
The reviews will be good.
Yes, the reviews will be good. And with this business, I've learned that reviews are huge. So I always ask for customer reviews. But yeah, the goal is just to keep getting better, keep growing, keep learning, and just keep helping everybody else be successful. Try to train and coach the sales people more on some things that I did, some things that they can get better on, and the things that they're doing great, and just instill confidence that it's probably going to be wacky for the next year or so. So just making the most out of everything that we get, making the most out of the customers that come in and decide to buy vehicles from us, or at least give them the chance to, or give us the chance to sell them a vehicle, and just make the most out of every customer that comes in the door, and that's really all we can do is just continue to get better, continue to learn, and continue to grow.
That's awesome. This is Cam. Cam's a really nice guy. He's very humble. For someone who's on the trajectory of success that he's at, he's very humble, he's smart, and he's a nice guy. So if you ever see him, he's worth a handshake and a hello. Cam, thanks for sitting down. I know that you're a busy guy.
Appreciate it.
So this was a lot of fun.
It was. Thank you for having me, and we'll do it again sometime soon.
Awesome. That's it. Nice job, man. That's
Thanks,
it.
Man.